Well, what's really changed, and especially you guys with internet, it, 20 years ago, customer would call, salesman would talk to him over half an hour on the first phone call, and then 15, 20 minutes on the next, and they would talk about what kind of racing, what he wanted to do, what he was thinking about building, would make recommendations, would almost custom build him an engine over the phone, and then he would think about it, decide, and come back. And what's changed today is just that information is so available, just at your fingertip. I'd have to say at least 80% of my customers that buy an engine have been on the website, studied it, might have spent hours analyzing, looking over what parts come, what the price is, comparing it to other shops, asking around. They've all done their homework before they call. And then when they call, they think they know what they want, but they still need to speak to one of our our tech guys just to make sure that they made the right call. But typically, they'll call, they'll discuss the power level, the price level that they want, and that's something that we really expect. You can make power, and you can do it at different price levels. It's really a matter of the components, and it's a matter of a little extra insurance. You can buy a Sonny Bryant crank for $4,000. You can buy an Eagle crank for $500. Is a Sonny Bryant crank better? You bet it is. But in the application, is it necessary? Is it good, or is it just something you always wanted? And in racing, I allow people to make some of those choices. Everybody has a product. Oh, I ran one of those 12 years ago and it broke. I'll never run them again. It might have had nothing to do with the actual product, but in their mind, they don't want it. So I allow a customer to have brand preference. And it's not just quality. I used to call it good, better, best. We don't sell anything that isn't good, but there's good, there's better, and there's best. And we let a customer pick to his budget what he can afford. But races, they're superstitious and they all believe certain things. And if a guy had a problem with one brand once in his lifetime, he'll never use that brand again. And we allow that. We let him pick. It's not an unlimited selection, but we have the ability to choose if brand preference on rods, pistons, oil pan stuff, pumps, valve train. There's plenty of, great choices on valve train. And really what you want, what's your budget. And we try to have a guy keep everything in balance. You don't want to put a $2,000 option on something that you don't really need, but the thing that you really could have used, you don't want to spend the money. So we look at what they're going to use the motor for. We sell not just to drag racers and street cars. We sell to mud pullers, sand draxes, and each of these sports has a little different need, and some of them are harder than others on certain components, and you have to know that. So we try to, analyze it and take, okay, if you're going to buy this sportsman engine, but you're really using this in a mud puller, we know what that is. That there's different things, how they race those things, and different than drag racing. So sometimes it requires it, and that's where you have to have a good sales staff and really, know what you're doing to make sure the customer not only gets what he wants, he gets what he needs, and that's critical.